Hey everybody, you know, see a lot of videos and everybody's trying to tell you what gun to have or what's the best gun or this and that, and nobody really talks about basic skills like shooting a bow. And to me personally, my opinion, I think that if you're a prepper, you ought to know how to use a bow, because number one, for those who are scared to be found, you want to be silent. I mean, I can creep in the woods with that right there, kill me some game, and come on back home, and nobody knows nothing. And see, then I'm at home eating quietly. And there's several different types of bows. You got a recurve, you got your compound, crossbows, so on and so forth. I have a few, I'm not going to lie. I have a total of 5 crossbows, 3 in working order, and 2 that need to be redone that I'm going to redo, that I picked up cheap. I mean, compound bows, I have 4, maybe 5, 4. I have 4 of them, and I had 5. I gave 1 away, and I have 4 of those. Then I have a couple recurves. That one is homemade, works perfect. The guy who made that years ago did a hell of a job. I got some homemade oak arrows. Worst case scenario, I can kill something with it. If you learn how to shoot a bow and pick up a cheap one, and you can pick them up cheap. I've seen compound bows, nice ones. Older ones for as cheap as $30, $40. Ones like this as cheap as $100, $150 at yard sales. Pawn shops don't like to mess with them. People don't only buy them one time a year and stuff like that. So you can get them cheap if you look for them in off season. And you can go online. You can buy. This is a $500 crossbow, and you can get it online for $200 or $300 used in good shape. This one right here is the same way. You know, $200 or $300 used in good shape. So you don't have to go buy a brand new one and spend all your money and things like that. But then you find, like I found this bunch of arrows right here. I mean, they've been shot, and of course, but I found them, you know, like $5. So, and I pick them up all the time. I probably got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. But maybe that should be part of your skill set if you're a prepper or you're preparing, because I mean, I can fish with these. I fish with this thing right here. You can buy fishing reel attachments for them. I don't use fishing reel attachments. We just use a string. But remember that sometimes you don't want to be noisy and shooting and loud, and you know, guns are good. Guns protect you. But on occasions where you don't need protection, you need to be silent, or you need to hunt. Guns is not always good. So you got to weigh your options there. But you know, spend $50. Get you a bow and some arrows. Get you a crossbow and some bolts. I mean, there's so many broadheads, tips, whatever you want to call them, ends. People call them all kinds of stuff, but there's so many of them. I mean, that thing right there, it's dropped. You can see it's dropped a few. I mean, for example, this is the bow I use. This is a Browning Mist. Oops, didn't put it back in all the way. It's a Browning Mist bow. It is, see, Browning Mist. It's a good bow. It does its job. I mean, it's not cheap. It wasn't cheap. That's a Parker compound. It's a good bow. Like I said, that's a homemade recurve that I like. I love that. This is a Horton Team Realtree Explorer TR 175. It's a 175 pound pull. Not the easiest thing to pull back, but very, very, very deadly. And then this one. This is a 10-point Titan TL7. I think it's a 175-pound pull too. But what I like about this one is, if you got somebody in your group that can't pull it back, but it's good shot with them, and you practice makes perfect. Sorry for the wind. It's going to become a hell of a storm here. They're calling for bad storms up to about 8 p.m. tonight, I think. Anyway, this one's got a crank on it, and if you got somebody in your group that's a hell of a shot, but doesn't have the arm strength to pull that thing back, yeah, he'll be slower, but when you're hunting, you're not in a hurry. You're taking your time, you're being quiet, and you know, this will pull it back for you. So this is good to have if you got somebody in your group that can't pull it back, or if you can't pull it back yourself. You know, I got this one for my father because he loves to shoot, but he can't. He's then got to the age where he don't have enough strength to pull 175 pounds back. But anyway, just wanted to share it with you. And you know, nobody talks about it. Everybody talks about knives and guns, but nobody talks about bows and crossbows. And to me, I think it's a skill that must be known. It's starting to rain now, so I'm gonna get my stuff up before it gets all wet. But it's a skill that should be known, and it should be practiced, and it's fun. You know, especially get your kids. Kids love to shoot these. My daughter loves this thing. Now, I will say that you got to be careful, just like anything else. I've caught the end of my thumb right there before and peeled it all the way off. But I mean, something stupid, not paying attention. So you know, people make mistakes. But be careful. Learn how to shoot. Your family will enjoy it, and it becomes a skill that you may need. Thanks for watching my channel. Y'all have a good day. See you in the next prepping video.